week ago, we opened the 2019 season right here at Adria Karting Raceway. 7 days later, we are back for the first of 4 rounds for this, the 2019 WSK Supermaster Series, the first of 4 rounds to be held here at Adria, South Garda Karting, La Conca, and at Napoli towards the end of March. Good afternoon. Welcome to Adria, the first of the Supermaster Series races, the finals. This is the OK class on the grid. They're a few moments away yet before the start of the first of our 3 finals this afternoon. 193 drivers from 39 nations have arrived here in northern Italy, around about 1 hour south of Venice, for this, the first of the Supermaster Series races. First of 4 rounds as you look at the Dutchmen that lock out the front row of the grid. We have been rain affected all throughout yesterday, but the track is drying, and the OK class, they are on the Bridgestone slick tyres. To bring you up to date, let's take a look back at what has happened so far this weekend right here at Adria Raceway. The rain came down by the bucketful here at Adria. It did affect qualifying for the 3 classes, starting with the mini category, and it was the Brit Josh Irfan from London in England who took pole position on Friday night on a wet track. This was his countryman, 541, William McIntyre, on debut on the continent. His first racing WSK, sensational throughout the heats. The young boy from Milton Keynes in England, taking 4 heat wins from 5 starts. Maximilian Popov, one of the many Russians right in contention. This was Manuel Scognamiglio. And of course, Alex Powell. OK Junior, and it was Paolo Ferrari, the Italian, in the only go-kart racing here this weekend. Fastest qualifier on Friday night for the team from Verona, Rigetti Ridolfi. A week earlier, and James Wharton dominated qualifying in the heats. He hasn't had the same way this weekend. Alfio Spinner, the Sicilian. Martinia Stensone, the Norwegian. That's James Wharton. 3-2-2 will line up a bit further back. Thomas Tembrink, his teammate, the Dutchman, certainly in contention for the final this afternoon. Rain affected throughout the weekend. We raced under lights on Friday night and last night in OK. Sebastian Ogard, the Dane for Ward Racing, a sensational fastest time. Go P1 in qualifying. Brilliant racing among the 39 drivers here at Adria. Again, a wet track, and we didn't bolt the slicks on until pre-final B earlier on this morning. Dexter Patterson, the boy from Glasgow in Scotland, in menacing form. He starts on the 2nd row of the grid, the 2017 Junior World Champion. But it is the Dutch drivers who lock out the front row of the grid, as we'll see in just a moment. Dilano Vantoff and Cas Havercourt. For X-Spree, Forza Racing and CRG Holland respectively, as we come back to you live now. This on your screen is the 1,302 metre circuit that was built at the end of 2014. So we look at Cas Havercourt, the CRG. Cas, out of pole position, has elected to start on the outside to try and get the run going down into turn number 1. His countryman, the Dutchman Dilano for Forza Racing. The Dutchmen lock out the front row. It's the British drivers on the 2nd row of the grid. The Scotsman, Dexter Patterson, that we just saw, 202. Alongside him from Pagham in southern England, look at Griggsy Griggs in the 231 kart. Still a few moments away before the start. Thanks for joining us live. Thanks for your attention. This is the first round. The nerves are building here at Adria. The sky is overcast. We are not expecting rain here this afternoon. Thanks for your company. That's what I was trying to say. We're delighted to have you watching us live as you look at Cas Havercourt. That is grid 2, but he is the pole sitter. As I say, electing to start on the outside of the front row of the grid. Ian Silvestrin, your commentator for this, the first round and indeed the series for 2019. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. We do have a dry track. That's the Dutchman Delano. Forza Racing, the team by Jamie Croxford. 2017 European and World Champions. Ironically, their former driver, Dexter Patterson, starts on the second row of the grid. That on screen from Podium, as I say, in southern England, Luca Griggs for the Lennox Racing Team, 231. The Vortex-powered Esprit, superb run in the pre-final. That's sort of his countryman. Well, he's Scottish. Luca's English. Dexter Patterson out of grid number 4 in 202 for Kart Republic. Of course, Dexter winning the round at Castelletto di Branduzzo last year. For the Cosmic Racing Department, 229, David Rosenfeld, one of the ubiquitous Russians here. They are in superb form. David could take a win here this afternoon. He starts alongside Gabriel Mini, the reigning junior vice world champion. And he is the reigning champion for the Supermaster Series last year. He won the title for Paralin, but that was in the junior category. This on screen, the reigning world champion, 201, Lorenzo Travisanuto for the HTP kart team from Germany. The same team that won the Blancpain GT Series 2014. Another of the Forza Racing entries, Tikhon Kharitonov, 230. On the fourth row of the grid is the Russian. And speaking of Russians, Kirill Small for Ward Racing from Yekaterinburg in Russia as the karts are pushed into life. We'll take a look at the entire grid for you in a moment. So this is CAS, it's a 20-lap final. The first round of the series. From here, February 24, South Garda Karting Lonato. March 10, La Conca Mudolacese World Circuit in the south of Italy. March 24, Napoli at the foot of Mount Vesuvius. The week before the Euro Series, which is back for 2019, gets underway. This is the grid. The Dutchmen, Havercourt, Van Toff. The Brits, Griggs and Patterson, Rosenfeld, Mini, Travisanuto, Kharitonov, Kirill Small, and Rasmus Yutsimis in the Tony kart. Taylor Barnard, who won the Champions Cup here a week ago with Loris Caribou. Dino Boganovic, the fastest qualifier. Sebastian Ogard. Caspar, Maxime, Federico Semi from Marseille in southern France. Yassim Farati alongside Luigi Coluccio. Denny Caronini, Frank Shepard, Matthias Morgato alongside Mr. Thompson. Tim Tramnitz, Kai Aski, Cecilia Hedkist, Maya Felinius, also from Sweden. San Johan, Colin Bonninghausen, Oliver Goff, Oscar Hedkist, Sebastian Belholcine, the German Simon Prim on grid number 34. I can tell you there is a problem for Oscar Hedkist. The Ward Racing team attempting to push start the Swede from pit lane and will try and rejoin at the back of the field. Oscar Hedkvist, the 212 Vortex-powered Tony kart. It fires into life now, and he will have to start from the very back row of the grid if he can make up the back of the freight train. The pace being dictated by Cas Havercourt, the Dutchman on the front row of the grid. There he is in the CRG. Out of the hairpin, down through the Magny-Cours chicane. Unlikely Oscar will catch up the tail of the field. They're already coming into the final corner. Will they grid up in time? 20 laps. We're under the control of our race director, Mr. Alessandro Ferrari, as ever. Unless we get another formation lap, Oscar will miss the start. We're ready to go green. In 2019, we do go round one more time, fortunately, for Oscar Hedkist. He's still about 300 meters behind the back of the pack, but this will give him the opportunity to slot in behind the Czech, Sebastian Belholcini and Simon Prim. Thank you for joining us. This is the OK final here at Adria. First of our three finals this afternoon, around about 1 hour's drive south of the historic city of Venice. This incredible complex that includes L'Autodromo, the car racing circuit of Adria, that we get a glimpse of in the background. That was built in 2003. The kart circuit built in 2014. And WSK racing here ever since. The Supermaster Series initiated in 2010. The former winner of this equivalent category, Antonio Giovinazzi, who this year lines up for the Alfa Romeo Formula One team in a few weeks' time down in Melbourne. Here we go, the 20-lap final, the Dutchman on the front row, and it's Cass who gets on the gas. The CRG leads down into turn number one. Great start by Patterson. Around the outside goes the boy from Glasgow. Slots into position number 3. Vantoff does hold off Patterson on the first few corners. An enormous lead already for Havercourt. They are on the Bridgestone slick tyres. The track is dry but very greasy after rain all day yesterday and even overnight and this morning. So into second spot goes Vantoff. The freight train go up through the first few corners. Patterson goes through. The 2017 Junior World Champ up into second place. Position number 4, that is Griggs behind Vantoff. Then it's Mini, the Sicilian, last year's Junior Supermaster Series champion. Ahead of Rosenfeld then is the reigning world champion, Travis Nuttall. Ahead of David Rosenfeld the first lap. And already 1.5 seconds splits the Scotsman and the race leader, Cass Havercourt. There's Mini going through. He's got ahead of Griggs. The Sicilian puts the Englishman back a spot. And now Luca coming under attack from the Russian Rosenfeld. He holds off the reigning world champion, Travis Nuttall, but the question is for how long? A good clean start on this, the opening lap of the OK final, the first round of 4 for the WSK Supermaster Series for 2019. Delano thought about going up the inside. Rosenfeld, they're half going defensive, but they all want to make a move on the driver in front of them. Over the ripple strip goes the Russian Rosenfeld. There's Patterson, well over 130 kilometers an hour now on a dry circuit here at Adria. Cass with 1.7 seconds. Back to Dexter, winner of Castelletto di Branduzzo. The final cup race held in November of last year. There's Karitanov going through ahead of Megotanev. And Taylor Barnard, who won the Champions Cup here at this circuit 7 days ago. Oh, the race settles down. The OK final here at Adria. Skatey under brakes. Here's Patterson. There's Griggs in 2-3-1. The Lennox Racing Team driver loses a bit of time. Right behind him is Travis Nuttall, who'll get the slipstream from the Englishman. Looks behind him, it's quite a way back to Rasmus Yutsimis. You just saw the fin wave to Rosenfeld. Semi Megotanev, he knows the leaders are pulling away. Rasmus Yutsimis in form this weekend for the Tony Kart Racing Team, as Patterson sets the fastest lap of the race at this early stage. 53.069. Travis Nuttall, the reigning world champion, up the inside of Luca Griggs. The Englishman back to P6. The Italian in P5. The Sicilian in 4th. And it's the Dutchman, the first of which Vantoff. And the Scotsman Patterson walking away from this battle. Down the inside goes the Sicilian. Gabriel Mini makes up a place on the Dutchman Delano. Watch Lorenzo Travis Nuttall. The HTP kart team from Germany. Kart Republic chassis, there's Griggs. Then quite a way back to Rosenfeld, smashing the Rev Limited to pieces. 16,000 RPM down the straight here at Adria. Mini, Vantoff, Travis Nuttall and Griggs. But look out front. As Travis Nuttall goes down the inside and gets another one. The Dutchman Delano from the front row of the grid now falls back to position number 6. The Scotsman Dexter is catching the race leader. Cass, 0.7 of a second last time. Here comes Travis Nuttall in the Kart Republic chassis. The two Italians, the Dutchman, the Englishman go through. We wait for the Finn, Rasmus Yutsimis. Now Griggs lines up. Delano Vantoff. Rasmus Yutsimis being caught by Mr. Thompson. Here comes Harry, the Englishman. The third Brit inside the top 10. The second Englishman. There he is on the back of the Finn. You've seen this in the Tony Kart. Patterson has got the gap down to 0.5 of a second. D. Thompson sets the fastest lap of the race. Quarter race distance already. Here at Adria, live, the WSK Supermaster Series. Here in the north of Italy. And it's the Dutchman who leads the Scotsman. Back to Travis Anuto, the reigning world champ, already up onto the podium. Winner of the WSK Final Cup Series right here last year at Adria. You know he's the reigning world champion. Slightly different team for 2019. Runs in B3 from Pordenone, Spilimburgo, Friuli, Venezia Giulia. Around about an hour and a half's drive from here. Sits in P3. Another fastest lap for Thompson as Havercourt over the ripple strip. And Thompson, sorry, I should say Patterson, the Scotsman, the other Brit, goes down the inside. Thompson makes the move up beside his countryman Luca Griggs. Back to the front. Let's look at the replay. Down the inside, Dexter Patterson. Cass Havercourt. The track is 10 metres wide here at Adria, so there is little that the Dutchman could do. He's absolutely flying. The boy from Glasgow, Scotland. The end of lap number 7. He looks behind. And he's already got 3/10. Back to Cass. Thompson, another fastest lap. Here comes Harry. He's got by Griggs. And now he ranges up behind Delano Vantov. We are looking at the front. Patterson. Back to Havercourt, but Thompson. Harry is coming. And he's coming hard. A string of fastest laps for the Ricky Flynn Motorsport drivers. He just goes through at the bottom of your screen on the Dutchman Delano. Thompson now up into position number 5. Let's not forget he started on the 12th row of the grid alongside the boy from Brazil, Matias Morgato. Thompson from grid 23. Now up into 5. There he is behind Gabriel Mini. The Scotsman goes through ahead of the Dutchman. The Italian Travis Anuto. The Sicilian Mini. Then it's Mr. Thompson from London in England for Ricky Flynn Motorsport. Travis Anuto lays down 51.466. The reigning world champ, he responds. He's now the fastest driver on the circuit. Thompson, how quick is the boy from London in England for Ricky Flynn Motorsport? Will he put it down the inside? Mini slightly covers him. He's in trouble though, is the Sicilian. He's in 4th. Inevitably, that'll be 5th. Goes defensive. There's Thompson on the back of Mini. This is Travis Anuto. Has come through from 6th to 5th to 4th to 3rd. Wants to go 2nd, wants to set out. About catching the leader, Dexter Patterson. We are already approaching half race distance. Look at the lake at the side of the circuit. Torrential rain all day yesterday. But it's a dry circuit, it's a green track, the Bridgestone slick tyres. Here at Adria, Travis Anuto! Is he too far back? Cass goes wide. It's like a car racing circuit, 10 metres wide and more in parts. Cass simply took the high line. Almost impossible to defend from a faster car around this incredible circuit. Here in the north of Italy, Havercourt leans back in the seat, watching to the hairpin. Travis Anuto still no move from 201. The Kart Republic out of the Kart Republic hairpin. Onto the straight again, the wide line from Havercourt. Looks behind. He will be able to hear Travis Anuto before he sees him make the move, which is inevitably going to come. Thompson has gone through on Mini. Can the Englander get up onto the podium as Travis Anuto goes down the inside, and the Italian now in position number 2. The Scotsman leads the Italian. We take a look at the replay. As we say, almost impossible to defend from a faster kart at this super wide Adria circuit. Travis Anuto up into 2nd, has already left Havercourt behind. Havercourt with a superb pre-final win. So there's Travisanuto, there's Havercourt. Here comes Harry Thompson up into P4. And a fastest lap of the race for Travisanuto despite making the move to go into P2. 9 laps remaining. We've already been racing for 10 minutes here at Adria. Taylor Barnard, winner of the Champions Cup a week ago, goes fastest with a 51.146 as the track rubbers in. The Brit, winner of the Champions Cup for Team Rosberg a week ago, is in position number 8, behind Vantov, ahead of Luigi Coluccio, Yutsimi, Chapard, Megatonif, Loris Caribou, the Frenchman. They're running 11, 12, 13 ahead of Boganovic, Rosenfeld. Fastest qualifier, Sebastian Ogard, Matthias Morgato, Kaspar, Federico, and Kajaski rounds out the 20. There's Griggs, there's the Dutchman Delano, Taylor Barnard goes through, Coluccio on screen, Rasmus Yutsimis. Barnard, another fastest lap of the race of 51.023. They're almost into the 50s. Yesterday, the Six Nations Rugby at Murrayfield in Edinburgh. Scotland defeated Italy 33 points to 20. Here in the Super Masters Series first final, it is Scotland leading Italy. It was a home game for the Scots yesterday in Edinburgh. It's a home race for Travisanuto here this afternoon. Patterson has been caught. His advantage was huge, but here comes the reigning world champion, Lorenzo Travisanuto. Dexter looks behind him. Cass Havercourt draws himself back into this battle as well. The opening round of the Super Master Series right here at Adria Karting Raceway. Havercourt not so far back is the Dutchman. From the Italian, from the Scotsman. No, it's the Italian! Lorenzo Travisanuto, the reigning world champion from grid number 7, goes through to take the lead. Let's look at the replay. Textbook move, the same as he did on Havercourt. Dexter backs to P2, and it's Cass in 3, and he fancies his chances as well. Here comes Harry Thompson from London in England. Thompson from the 12th row of the grid. There's the Ricky Flynn Motorsport team driver. What an incredible drive from Mr. Thompson. Unbelievable here at Adria. The track, green as grass. We only had one pre-final on the slick tyre earlier on this morning. The track is being rubbered in. These incredible drivers, Travisanuto, Patterson, Havercourt, and Thompson. Back to the Sicilian Mini. And it's Barnard as Havercourt goes down the inside. The CRG past the Kart Republic. But the KR of the wee lad from Glasgow retakes him on the exit. Travisanuto is walking away. And look behind. Here comes Harry Thompson. From so far back on the grid, he needed binoculars to see the lights go out. He's now one spot off the podium. Down the inside, but he went too wide. Dexter gets him back on the exit. And we've got less than 5 laps remaining. Thompson drifts it. Havercourt down the inside, wheel to wheel. Watch Harry. There's Thompson. He's now right on the back of his fellow Brit, the Scotsman, and Cass Havercourt. Dexter tried to go down the inside. It's a very wide line. All the while, Travisanuto is walking away to take the lead of the WSK Super Master Series going into the second round at Lonato on the 24th of February. There's Travisanuto, Havercourt, the two Brits. Patterson, Thompson. Less than 4 laps now remaining. Cass goes defensive. Travisanuto 1.6 seconds down the road. 4 Brits, 3 Englishmen inside the top 10. The first Brit though, he's from Scotland. Thompson in 4, Barnard 6, Griggs in 7. But it's the Italian who leads here in Italy. Havercourt with that unusual style. Sits right back over the axle into CRG, but it works. It's quick. He runs in P2. 3 laps now remaining. Travis Anuto was 1.6 seconds. You can expect that's blown out. We check for you. Almost out to 2 seconds now. Controlling the pace for the HTP Kart team. Of course, they won the Blunt Park GT Series with, I believe it was a Mercedes GT3 car, 2014. As Patterson tries to go down the inside. The problem is, Havercourt almost takes a NASCAR-style high line, and he gets the run on the exit. There's Thompson behind Patterson. The Scot versus the Englishman. That battle has raged for a millennium. But it's the two Brits, different teams, behind the Dutchman. At the end of this one, there is just 2 laps now remaining. Travis Anuto already gets the second to last lap board. 18 done, 20 remaining. Unfortunately, the only driver was one of the expected front runners that has retired. That's Kirill Small for Ward Racing. 33 drivers still circulating. With a lap and a half to go. Well, can Havercourt hold off the 2 Brits? The 2017 Junior World Champion. That was a PFI in England. Harry was 3rd on that day. Down the inside! Oh, Havercourt covers him. Watch Thompson! Here comes Harry! From grid number 23, the boy from London with a sensational drive is now in 2nd place. Havercourt still in 3rd, and the 2017 Junior World Champion is off the podium. Travis Anuto starts his final lap here at Adria. Barnard has dragged himself up into position number 5 for Team Rosberg in the Kart Republic. There is Harry. Thompson saw that happen. Havercourt and Patterson went wheel to wheel. Harry took the high line, got the run on the exit, looks behind the Ricky Flynn Motorsport driver in position number 2. This is the race leader. This is inevitably the race winner, the 2016 WSK Supermaster Series champion. Will take the lead of the series into Lonato in 3 weeks' time. For the HTP Kart team out of Germany. He pumps the air, fist bumps the air. The checkered flag to the reigning world champion, Travis Anuto. He wins here at Adria. What a drive from Mr. Thompson. Harry P2 and Cass, the Dutchman, takes the final step of the podium. A fantastic final here at Adria. Travis Anuto was absolutely delighted. There's Sun Yuhan crossing the line ahead of Tikhon Kharitonov. Maya Felonius also. Oscar does finish in P25. Ahead of Simon Prim, Goth, Bonninghausen, Katanini. Sebastian crosses the line with Maxim Turiev. But there is the race leader. Winner, I should say. He led from about mid-race distance. Fist pumps the air. He's absolutely delighted. Almost invented a new word there. Air, thumb, fists. He punches the air. Let's say that. Travis Anuto for the HTP Kart team has won. As we look at the highlights of the race. Havercourt led off the start off screen. Further back. We'll get a glimpse of it as we look through the highlights. There's Thompson. He's already made a great start. He started out of grid number 23. The Dutchman, remember, Vanthoff, who ultimately finished in position number 7, and Cass Havercourt, they locked out the front row, and they do get a podium here this afternoon between them. Patterson, the early race leader, reeled in Cass, and it looked as though the 2017 Junior World Champion would win this one, but Travis Anuto, superb setup for the HTP Kart team from Germany. He got past Cass. He got past Patterson, and from there, he was unheaded. Havercourt and Patterson went wheel to wheel. Thompson, from so far back on the grid. Well, the Dutchman, the Scotsman, they went wheel to wheel, and the Londoner with a sensational drive. This was intelligent from Thompson. Dexter and Cass made contact, actually. Harry says, I'll have the both of you. Travis Anuto punches the air. He's absolutely delighted. He takes the series lead into Lonato in 3 weeks' time. So Travis Anuto for Italy wins from the Londoner Harry Thompson from grid number 23. And Cass Havercourt, the Dutchman, third today. And Dexter Patterson just misses the podium. The two Englishmen, Barnard, Griggs, and it's the Dutchman, Vantoff. He was 7th, hit a Frank-Chapard. Good drive for the VDK Racing Team driver from Paris. Boganovic and another Frenchman, Semi Megotonif from Marseille on the French Riviera, rounds out the top 10. Travis Anuto, WSK Supermaster Series champion. It was in 2016, that was with Ward Racing, but he takes the lead after a fantastic victory here at Adria. The podium presentation, Travis Anuto, Thompson and Havercourt. In just a moment. Stay with us live on WSK.it. The podium in just a moment. Cass is second. No doubt about the winner. Lorenzo takes the lead into the second round of the series at Lonato in 3 weeks' time. Just really bad luck for Harry Thompson. A fantastic drive from grid 23. Second across the line, but he did cop a penalty. So Cass and Dexter do move up a position. The winner, that does not change. It is Lorenzo. The Bridgestone caps go on the drivers, and we're ready to get underway with the podium presentation for the first round of the WSK Supermaster Series here at Adria. The podium presentations for the OK final. It's the wee lad from Glasgow in Scotland, Dexter Patterson, third place here this afternoon. Second place from the Netherlands for Team CRG Holland, Cass Havercourt. Taking the series lead into the second round at Lonato, the reigning world champion, Lorenzo Travis Anuto. Third place, Dexter Patterson from Scotland in Great Britain. Second place, Cass Havercourt of the Netherlands. The winner of the first round of the series here at Adria for the HTP kart team, Lorenzo Travis Anuto. The national anthem of Italy. The podium for the first round of the series. Yesterday, Scotland beat Italy in the Six Nations Rugby. Dexter, a great performance all week and a podium here this afternoon. Congratulations.
Yeah, not too bad. All the heats were really good, 1, 2 and third and 1. So overall, it's been a good weekend. Good to get on the podium as well and get some good points in the bag.
Congratulations, Dexter from Scotland. Cass, difficult run in the wet yesterday. The track dried out and you were just sensational, as was the CRG. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. In the beginning of the weekend, it was pretty hard in the rain, but when it was beginning to dry, I was getting faster and faster. With the pre-final, I came from P9 to P1, so that was pretty good. And then the final was, in the beginning, it was hard to find the lines because it was drying more and more, but I got the speed after, and I want to thank CRG Kaiser Racing, Tanini Group, and my sponsors and all the people that supported me.
Congratulations, dank u wel, Cass. Oh, Lorenzo Travis Anuto, you changed team, but the result's exactly the same. Congratulations again. You now take the series lead into Lonato.
Well, yeah, I need to thank the team first of all for the trust they've given me and especially for the work they've done between the pre-final and the final. I haven't done my job since now, and I think everything was working really well in the final, and I could do my job finally. And nothing, then it was just about managing everything. So, nothing. Thank you.
Bravissimo Lorenzo. Dexter Patterson, Scotland. Cass Havercourt, the Netherlands. And il vincitore Lorenzo Travisinuto da qui in Italia. Il podio per la gara OK. Tra pochissimo, in just a moment, the OK Junior Final right here at Adria.